Welcome back to another episode of the Dead by Daylight Killers, and today we are playing the Cenobite from Hellraiser. If you've never seen Hellraiser in your life, you're about to meet the Cenobite, the main character, one of the main characters anyway, of the whole entire series. So, we are going to get into the action right away. I'll show you the 3 perks, and we can get in this gameplay. Here we go. Alrighty guys, this is the Cenobite from Hellraiser. Needles all on his head. These are the 3 perks we are going to be working with. Deadlock, Hex Plaything, and Scourge Hook Gift of Pain. Deadlock: after a generator is repaired, the entity blocks the generator with the most progress for 30 seconds. You see its white aurora during this time. Hex Plaything: the first time you hook a survivor, they become cursed, and Hex Plaything activates on a Dull Totem. The cursed survivor suffers from the Oblivious status effect until Hex Plaything is cleansed. Hex Plaything's totem's aurora is revealed to the cursed survivor within 16 meters of it. For the first 90 seconds, only the cursed survivor can cleanse the totem. Scourge Hook Gift of Pain: at the start of the trial, up to 4 random hooks are changed into Scourge Hooks. You see the auroras in white. When a survivor is unhooked from a Scourge Hook, they suffer from the hemorrhage and mangled effect until fully healed. The first time the survivor is healed, they suffer 16% speed penalty to healing and repairing actions until injured again. So he has a lot of good perks. He really does. These 2 right here, Deadlock and Hex Plaything, are used a lot in the Dead by Daylight meta here for the killers a lot. You see Hex Plaything more than anything. So these 2 will help us out a lot on getting this 4K. So yeah, I think we'll do pretty good with him. Of course, you use these chains. You see the chains everywhere. That is literally his ability. If you haven't seen the Hellraiser movie in your life, he uses the chains to catch the survivors and slow them down so you can hook them. So let's get into the gameplay. I'll tell you all about it. Alright, here we go. A Father Campbell's Chapel with the Cenobite, aka Hellraiser. Now, automatically, you're going to see on the left here, they have these blue chains around the people. When that is filled up, they have these chains that automatically will go for the people and hook onto them to slow them down, stop them from working on gens, healing, running, anything. That's exactly what it does. As you can see, Create Gateway is in the middle of the map. That pretty much puts a dot on the map and shoots it forward. Wherever you stop is where a chain is going to fly out, and you have to hit your survivor with. And of course, you got a chain for a regular hit too. It is hard to control, I'm not going to lie. The chain for me personally is hard to steer, because you have to steer it once you throw it out there. So it can be a little bit hard to do. Some people are good at it, you know, some people are not good at it. And if they try to do the box, you can go right to them. That stops the chains from attacking them when that blue circle gets around. So there's a lot going on with this guy, you know. He's got a lot of different things. As you can see, there's the blue dot I was talking about, and where you shoot is where the chain comes out. So he does. He's got a little bit of, you know.
Waste of good suffering.
What a waste of good suffering. Then we put him up on the hook. As you can see, the hooks are white. That's part of one of his abilities down in the right corner that we talked about. You can see it is very hard to control that chain. I am not good at it. I will literally go on record of saying that. I suck at it. I am not good at all. But for our video purpose, I tried my best. This one gets a little bit interesting near the end, too, as we roll on here. They got that person off the hook, ran in the back, tried to heal each other, not going to get far, get smacked. I started noticing that there was like a trend in what they were doing. They were always doing the box 24/7, which would kind of distract me, and while they did the gens, it's kind of like their thing they were doing, I guess. You could tell they were a Swift, that's for sure, when they were doing it. And then it came down to near the end, as we're going to get to. So they kept coming back, and they kept trying to get people off the hook. Obviously, you're going to, but it felt like it was the same person over and over and over and over. And I think that was the runner, as they call it, the person who was just good at looping, would always come back and try to be that person to get them off the hook. At least it seemed that way. And I just let her go. And then went back here because they would probably be back here working on a gen. And I was right. I thought maybe the person would have hidden these lockers because they were just around here, and I guess not. They ran away. But then they didn't go far. As you can see, when you stick them, they have to get out of 3 different chains. Makes life a little bit harder. Blinded by the light. As you can see, this one was just using up all the pallets. And then went around here. And she didn't get far that time.
What a waste of good suffering.
He has a lot of good, really, sound effects for this dude. Like, I think he probably has the best sound effects on the whole entire video game. Jeez, loud, long stream. Yeah, I don't think any other killers in this video game have sounds like him. Like, there's not too many have a bunch of different, sayings. I think he's, like, the only one. And there's this one again. Gonna drop down the pallet. So close. And try to throw that one down this time. I was like, well, I better head back over here because they're probably working on gens. And there is our first person that's going to meet the hook. For good. See, they just kept doing it and kept doing it. I think they were trying to distract me, and it didn't work out too much. And that person done got her off, but didn't go far. Of course, they never go far. I waited a little bit just in case. Just in case. You never know what they're running. Now, I knew there was other people around here. Like, they were sticking together. That's how I knew. See? I knew that they were swifting a little bit. They tried to blind me. It just turned upside down really quickly. It went from like a normal match to like almost like a toxic match. Yeah, and they're gonna try it again. And it's not gonna work. And that is 2 down. They pretty much 3-gen themselves on this side of the map. They just kept dropping those pallets, blinding, over and over and over and over, trying to survive.
You summoned me. I came.
felt like I broke every single pallet in this match. There was only like 2 pallets left in this whole entire match. And that one was regressing. Went over here and checked on that one. It was still regressing. They're mad working on this one. Now here was the issue here. I'm gonna bust this. I was like, well, the other one's already injured, so I'll go, you know, clock that one too and hook them both and be done. You know, slug it, be done. It didn't turn out that way. I went back up here because I figured she was probably picking her up or something by now. So when I clocked her down, I'll go pick her up. And the hook going down to the basement was down here. But for some reason, I was not able to make it even inside the building going all the way down. And they didn't even have boil over. I was very confused because, like, yeah, that was a fail. But I was very confused about that because you were in the same building. Couldn't pick them up and take them the whole way down. It must have been smashing buttons or something. The new wiggle system, I personally don't like it at all. I don't even think it works. I think it's crap.
What a waste of good suffering.
So I took her over here, threw her up on the hook.
Tear your soul apart.
And then I went to go look for the other one. I figured she was going to get her off the hook. But then I seen she was trying to kill herself. I was like, well, you got to be near still. And there she was. So I put her down. Because she would have got off of my shoulders anyway if I'd have kept carrying her. Because all the hooks were far away. That hook on the right, as you can see, I'm going to walk by it here in a bit. The hook was gone. So she would have got off my shoulders, would have ran over, took her off the hook, and then we would have been at a slugging fest again. So I was like, alright, I'll wait for the person to die on the hook, and then I'll go pick her up and I'll put her on the hook and be done with it. I think she was hoping that the other person, when she killed herself, was going to crawl to the hatch and get out. That didn't happen. I knew that game. I played the game long enough to know that kind of game. I went over here, closed it, and now I went to try to go look for him to hook him up and be done. As you know, the sword losers don't like to get on the hook after you do this, so the game is dragged out because you can't find them now, and they want to go the whole entire time until the timer puts them dead anyway. So this is what we do for the remainder of it. Just searching. But I personally like Hellraiser in general, the horror movie Hellraiser. When I play against Hellraiser, it's very annoying because of the chains. I think anybody would agree to me that, the chains get really, really annoying. But rather than that, he's a pretty good killer. If you had a full build on him, you know, with add-ons and everything, it is very hard to get away from him in a game. So, he's definitely worth getting if you don't even own him. As you can see, I searched the whole entire map. I couldn't find them. They were probably in a corner of the room, or literally a corner of the map. I guarantee it. I was like, well, waste of time. I mean, if you're gonna die, you might as well just die anyway. If you have no chance of getting out or anything, just die. Just get it over with, go to your next game. It's the way I am, man. If you know you're gonna die, just die, so we can get on to our next game. Be done with it. But that was it. And then we got the Cenobite's perks. We got Deadlock, Hex Plaything, and last but not least, Scourge Hook Gift of Pain. The Scourge Hook was making the hooks all white, by the way. But that is it. Thank you all for tuning in. I greatly appreciate it. If you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button and hit the bell so you know whenever videos come on the channel. And I will catch you all on another video. Have a good rest of your day and take care. I'm out of here.